Hello, second grade. Please tell me that this is my last video in the attic. We've got to get out of here. Our main character has got to get out. He's got to get to a safe place. We've got Bruno Jenkins is about to be turned into a mouse in front of our very eyes. These witches put all their gear back on to open the doors. He's up there. I think they're locking the doors back up. We get to see the horror of this thing happen right here, right now, in front of our eyes. I can't take it. I can't take it. Chapter 10, Part 2. Enjoy, I hope.
Darling boy, cooed the Grand High Witch from up on the platform. I have your chocolates all ready for you. Do come up here fast and say hello to all these lovely ladies. Her voice was quite different now. It was soft and gentle and absolutely dripping with syrup. Oh, so I need to change my voice on this. I'm sorry I read that like that. Bruno was looking a bit bewildered, but he allowed himself to be led up onto the platform, where he stood beside the Grand High Witch and said, Okay, where are my 6 chocolate bars? I saw the witch, who had let him in, quietly putting the chains back on the door handles. Bruno didn't notice this. He was too busy asking for his chocolate. The time is now 1 minute before 3:30, announced the Grand High Witch. What the heck's going on? Bruno asked. He wasn't frightened, but he wasn't looking exactly comfortable either. What is this? He said. Give me my chocolate. 30 seconds to go, the Grand High Witch, cried the Grand High Witch, gripping Bruno by the arm. Bruno shook himself clear and stared at her. She stared back at him, smiling with the lips of her mask. Every witch in the audience was staring at Bruno. 20 seconds, cried the Grand High Witch. Give me the chocolate, shouted Bruno, becoming suddenly suspicious. Give me the chocolate and let me out of here. 15 seconds, cried the Grand High Witch. Will one of you crazy punks kindly tell me what all this is about? Shouted Bruno. 10 seconds, cried the Grand High Witch. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have ignition. I could have sworn I heard an alarm clock ringing. I saw Bruno jump. He jumped as though someone had stuck a hat pin deep into his bottom, and he yelled, Ow! He jumped so high that he landed on a small table up there on the stage, and he started hopping about on the top of this table, waving his arms and yelling his head off. Then suddenly he became silent. His whole body stiffened. The alarm has gone off, shrieked the Grand High Witch. The mouse maker is beginning to work. She started hopping about on the platform and clapping her gloved hands together, and then she shouted out, This smelly brat, this filthy scum, this horrid little louse, will very, very soon become a lovely little mouse. Bruno was getting smaller by the second. I could see him shrinking. Now his clothes seemed to be disappearing, and brown fur was growing all over his body. Suddenly he had a tail, and then he had whiskers. Now he had 4 feet. It was all happening so quickly. It was a matter of seconds only, and all at once, he wasn't there anymore. A small brown mouse was running around on the tabletop. Bravo, yelled the audience. She's done it. It works. It's fantastic. It's colossal. It's the greatest yet. You are a miracle, oh brainy one. They were all standing up and clapping and cheering, and the Grand High Witch produced a mouse trap from the folds of her dress and started to set it. Oh no, I thought. I don't want to see this. Bruno Jenkins may have been a bit of a stinker, but I'm dashed if I want to see him having his head chopped off. Where is he? Snapped the Grand High Witch, searching the platform. Where has that mouse got to? She couldn't find him. Clever Bruno must have jumped down off the table and scampered off into some corner or even down a small hole. Thank heavens for that. It matters not, shouted the Grand High Witch. Silence and sit down.
there you have it, folks. Bruno Jenkins is now a mouse. We didn't quite believe that it would happen, that it would work, but we saw this kid transform into this thing. Oh my gosh, again, I don't know what to do about this. If they're going to do this to every child in England, that's not good. I hope this sort of thing doesn't come to America. We can't handle it. I can't, next time I see a mouse, I got to think twice. I can't do anything bad. I mean, this is crazy. So he's turned, he's changed. Our Grand High Witch sings another song. Creepy. We saw her put her face back on and her voice changes, so we know that she can go out into public and probably blend right in. This is frightening. This is scary for us. This is scary for our character. I don't even want to know what chapter 11 holds now. Yikes. But at least our guy is safe, and we know he's good, he's true. We talked about this Bruno Jenkins. He wasn't like the greatest of kids, but at the same time, nobody wants to see that happen, even though there may be somebody out there that you're like, I'm not a fan of that person, they're mean, they say bad stuff. Doesn't mean you wish them to be turned into a mouse and stomped on by a bunch of witches. Nobody wants that to happen. Gosh. Well, hang in there, guys, and we'll see what happens in the next chapter, I guess. See you in the next episode. Bye.